Hi, I'm Dave, the host and creator of Dopey, the podcast on drugs, addiction, and dumb shit. Everyone has been saying I should start making YouTube videos, so I figured I'd start with something I know nothing about, the Daily Reflections. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, but I know it's gonna be great. Trust me.
Good morning, Dopey. Your favorite podcast. Now make YouTube show. Good morning.
Good morning, Dopey. And welcome to Good Morning Dopey, the first ever YouTube show on the incredible Daily Reflections book. I know you guys have always wanted a YouTube show on the Daily Reflections book, which is why we're giving you one, and it's 100% free. Our prices are so low, we're practically giving it away. Anyway, I have to make my disclaimer. Dopey is a dumb fucking podcast on drugs, addiction, and dumb shit. The Dopey Good Morning Dopey Daily Reflections is not that much more intelligent, so do not connect us with any highfalutin thoughts of Alcoholics Anonymous. We have nothing really to do with it. We are just trying to make sense of this thick little blue book called Daily Reflections. If you know anything about the Daily Reflections, did I tell you to like and subscribe? Either way, if you know anything about the Daily Reflections or you don't, like and subscribe. Hit the button that says like, hit the button that says subscribe. You like and you subscribe, and that's good. That's a YouTube thing, and now I'm a big-time YouTuber, so I do YouTube things. And also leave comments. Leave comments about my rabbinical sea captain beard. Arr, matey. Shiver me timbers. Anyway, that's my pirate, Howie. What do you think? He doesn't think it's great. He's not impressed with my rabbinical pirate. All right. We're on day 5 of November. Are we on day 5?
Yeah, Friday.
Friday. Is it November 5th?
Yeah, November 5th.
Today is November 5th. And November 5th says, the quality of faith. Now, before I read this, I don't know if you are aware of this, but every month in the Daily Reflections coincides with a step in Alcoholics Anonymous. November being the 11th month coincides with the 11th step, and the 11th step of Alcoholics Anonymous says we sought through prayer. It doesn't even say we. It just says sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only for knowledge of his will and the power to carry that out. That's the 11th step. So every reading in November is going to have something to do with God, prayer, meditation, that kind of stuff. All right. So day 5 of November, the quality of faith. And again, I have to say, I am no expert in the Daily Reflections. This is the first time I've read them. I already feel like an expert because I've done 6. But I'm sure some of you know the Daily Reflections way better than I do. Please put it in the comments. Join the Doposphere. Become part of the Dopey Nation. Join us. Anyway, the quality of faith. This has to do with the quality of faith. And in no deep or meaningful sense had we ever taken stock of ourselves. We had not even prayed rightly. We had always said, grant me my wishes, instead of thy will be done. Now, that's some serious fucking shit right there. That's from the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, which is a book, and it's on page 32. This is very interesting. Me being a relatively agnostic Jew, we never prayed for anything. I didn't pray for wishes. I didn't pray for shit. My dad thinks I'm crazy because I pray now. But what they're saying, I love that. I never say, thy will be done. People in the meeting say, thy will be done, not mine. And they sound like somewhere between Shakespeare and Lord of the Rings. But I like this because if you're praying for God's will to be done, like the nice idea behind that is that you are in harmony with the universe, right? That if you are actually, if you can separate your own predetermined thoughts on what God or God's will are, the actual idea is that, like, God wills flowers to bloom and bees to pollinate them. God wills us to get from here to there. I don't really necessarily believe in predetermined fate. I don't think everything happens for a reason. I think everything happens and we have to deal with it. You know, if something happens, it's done. So that's the reason, because it happened. You know, I mean, it's a little bit different if you understand. I don't particularly believe in predetermination, but I do believe that once something is determined, that's how it is, you know. God does not grant me material possessions. See, and that's interesting also. Like, what if you get rich? Isn't that God's will? I mean, this is where it gets a little weird, but please, you can write in the comments. Write in the comments. God does not grant me material possessions, take away my suffering, or spare me from disasters, but he does give me a good life, the ability to cope, and peace of mind. My prayers are simple. First, they express my gratitude. I said gratitude weird. My gratitude for the good things in my life, regardless of how hard I have to search for them. And second, I ask only for the strength and the wisdom to do his will. I think that makes a lot of sense. Gratitude for the good things that we are given. Like, that's a nice thing. And I often so badly want more. Like, I get something and I want more immediately. I want Dopey to be bigger than Joe Rogan. I want to have more money. I don't want to work at my job anymore. I want more, 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 more. And I forget that everything is fine. You know, everything is good. Even my life is good because it is. It's not the material shit that I have that's good, but I have peace of mind, which is good. And like, I have a program, and I'm not like desperately trying to get high every day. All of those things are really good. The other day I was at a meeting and they were talking about fear and acceptance. And like, I hear people say all the time, and I don't like this cliche slogan, whatever, like, remember where your feet are. It's like, fuck you, remember where my feet are. But I realize what they mean is like, right now I'm in the Dopey studio, kibitzing, communing, connecting with you guys. And that means life is pretty good. You know, it's like, if you can see that you're in an okay situation, there probably isn't a piano on a wire about to break above your head, even though we can be filled with scary thoughts. And I think accepting where we are means accepting the good as well as the bad, accepting that things are good. I want more, but accepting that it's good enough what I have. Like, I think that's really, really important. Let me continue before I get on a weird tangent. I ask only for the strength and the wisdom to do his will. He answers with solutions to my problems, sustaining my ability to live through daily frustrations with a serenity I did not believe existed, and with the strength to practice the principles of AA in all of my everyday affairs. Now, if you had told me that I would be doing this, I would say, no way. Like, I always found shit like this to be super annoying. I thought of spirituality in two ways. One, I thought people who were spiritual were way cooler than I could ever be, or they were full of shit. Like, that's interesting in itself, that you're either totally full of shit or you're way beyond me. But in reality, it's possible to be spiritual. It's possible to have gratitude. And my point is, I do all this shit, and I guess I'm doing this daily reflections, yes, for the fame and fortune of international YouTube audience, but I'm also doing it just to like experience the daily reflections. I'm also doing it to have fun. You know, I never wanted to be in 12-step. I never wanted to be this person. I just wanted to have more fun. And then lo and behold, all this weird shit makes my life more fun. So, again, if you have anything you'd like to add in the comments, please add it in the comments. Tell me how fun your life is. Tell me I'm a fucking idiot. Tell me both. I don't care. Anyway, follow us on social media. I don't know. Fucking write comments. Like the stupid shit. Subscribe to the stupid shit. Join the Dopey Nation. Get in on all the fun. Join the Doposphere. Stay strong, Dopey Nation. I don't know why I do that. Fucking toodles for Chris.